Yeah, welcome back all of you. In the last video, we have covered the analysis of the building frame, which we have converted into this, and we have found out the moment at the support, moment at the span, and shear force. Now in this video, we are going to design the frame that I have just shown to you. Okay, so we have assumed the dimension 250 and B as 400. This is effective depth and FCK 20. So the MU limit will be 0.138 FCK BD square. That means this will resist up to 110 kilonewton meter moment. Okay. From the last video, we know where to check for the maximum span moment and where to check for maximum support moment. So from that, we have calculated these values. So first we will design the span moment, and we know where is the maximum. Okay, so the span moment is 138.66 kilonewton. We will compare this value. So we know that this section is unable to resist this moment. So we have to go for doubly reinforced beam. So for that, we need to separate MU1 and MU2 or MU or MU2. So the moment was 138.66. Subtracting the MU limit, we will get MU2. Now, this is one of the code that is the most important code for the RCC designer. SP16 page number, you can go on page number 13, table F, where you just need to compare D dash upon D. D dash is the cover and D is the effective depth. From this value, from the table, you will get the value of FCC 342 Newton per millimeter square. FCC is 0.446 FCK. We will get the value here. Okay, now the design part will start here. So find ASC. First, you need to go on page number 96 of IS 456 if you don't know the formula. There is a formula MU2 equal to FSC minus FCC into ASC into D minus D dash. Putting the values 342, 8.92, we need to find ASC. Our effective depth is 400 and our cover D dash is 50. Okay, from that we will have the ASC, area of steel in the compression. Okay, we know that when the beam bends like that. Okay, so here is the tension and here is the compression. So this steel will be provided at the compression face, means top face. So we convert this into the bars. 2 bars of 20 mm will be provided at the top. Now let's find out AST1. As we know, in doubly reinforced we find ASC and AST. Now for AST, we just need to go to the SP16 page number 10 table E. To download SP16, you can join my Telegram group, whose link is in the description box, where I have uploaded this particular file of SP16. You can download it from there, or you can join the group. I will regularly update this group. Okay, so from table 20, there is a table of grade and of concrete and steel. From that you will get PT. PT, that is 0.96. So our usual formula is AST1 is 0.96, PT into BD. Okay, so we will get AST as 960 millimeter square. Now we need to find out AST2, whose formula is FSC minus FCC into ASC upon 0.87 FY. This formula you can find out on find in IS code. Okay, putting the value here, you need to just put the value of ASC that we have calculated here, 242.41. So after putting this value, you will get the AST2. Now our job is to add AST1 and AST2. Okay, 960 plus 227, we will get around 1184. We will convert these into the bars, 4 bars of 20 mm at the bottom. Why I am showing this video? Because I want to know you how to provide curtailment bar, how to provide extra top left and right, means how to distribute them. Okay, so we have analyzed and designed the span moments, and then we come to know that 4 number of 20 mm bars will be required at the bottom for the middle span for the middle of the span AB, and 2 numbers of 20 mm bars will be required at the top of the middle of AB. So this is the beam, suppose A and B here. These are the supports. We have designed the span here, span moment, so in between, okay, the central part. So here we will require 4 number of 20 mm, and here we require 2 number of 20 mm. Okay, now we will design this part. Either of one we can design the part. Okay, the span part is clear. Now we will complete the support part. Okay, at support B, okay, means the support that I have told you in my previous video. So that moment is 159.19. This is also greater than MU limit. Hence we will go for doubly reinforced beam. Okay, same procedure. We have to first calculate MU2. That means MU minus MU limit. We will get 48.79. Okay, so let's calculate MU2 from the same formula. We will calculate ASC, from the same formula. Just put up the values. You will get the ASC, that is area of steel in the compression. Now, just look carefully. We know at the span we have the compression zone at the top and the tension zone at the bottom. Hence, in the span we provided ASC here and AST here. So whatever the bars we have calculated provided at the top for ASC, and for AST we have provided at the bottom. But for the support, suppose this is the beam and this is support, so the bending moment is like that. So the compression zone is at the bottom and the tension zone is at the top. Hence we will provide the ASC at the bottom and the tension still at the top. This is the basic difference between support moment and span moment. Okay, so we have 2 bars of 20 mm, that is ASC. So for support, ASC is at bottom, hence these 2 bars will be at the bottom. Okay, now we will calculate the AST. AST1 we have calculated as previous. Directly I have written here 960. AST2, only the value of ASC will change here. That was the 418. So we have written here 418.52. Other values will be same. So adding AST1 and AST2, we will get 1346 mm square AST. We will convert this into the number of bars. So I have got 5 numbers of 20 mm. Okay, so this is AST. Okay, now if you want to know, we just means how to provide curtailment bar and how to provide extra top bar. Okay, so just check the values. Here we have calculated AST. So we have provided in at the top, because of at the top there is tension for the support. So just check the values. I think we have 2 bars of 20 mm at the top. Suppose this is A, this is B. So this part is span and this part is support. Okay, so as you can see here, 2 bars of 20 mm at the top for the span compression. We have provided 2 bars of 20 mm. So we can provide end to end here. Okay, now we have the AST 4 bars of 20 mm. So here you will provide the 4 bars of 20 mm. Okay, now at the support, at the top we have 5 bars of 20 mm that will extend up to L/4 from the center to center. Okay, actually we have 2 bars of 20 mm running full. Okay, so no need to provide here these 3 bars. We will provide the 3 bars at this place only. Okay, so 2 bars of 20 mm that are running full plus 3 bars of 20 mm, that will equal to 5 bars of 20 mm at this particular section. So you can provide this at L by 4 and L by 4 from the center of this support. Okay, and here we have 2 bars of 20 mm. That means here we will require 2 bars of 20 mm. Okay, but we have provided 4 bars of 20 mm. So we can do one thing here. We will provide 2 bars of 20 mm full. Okay, and 2 bars of 20 mm only in the central part. That part depends upon, you can leave L by 4 and L by 4 from both sides, and in between this span you can provide 4 bars of 20 mm, out of which 2 will have only the curtailment bar, will act as a curtailment bar, and 2 bar will run through. Okay, I think you got the point. You just need to adjust depending upon the situation. Here you need 2 bars of 20 mm. Okay, so run 2 bars of 20 mm full, and 2 bars of 20 mm extra will be only for the, will act as a curtailment. So you can save this amount of steel and you can use it further in the other parts of the beam. Similarly, at the top you have 2 bars of 20 mm here, and you have 5 bars. So you can provide 2 bars fully and 3 bars only at the support, distributing L by 4 and L by 4 on the either side. Okay, that's it. I think you have understood the part of designing the beam with double reinforcement and the curtailment extra top. Okay, thank you from the Real Civil YouTube channel. To check other videos, just click on description box, and to see my previous video, that is also in the description box. Okay, thank you.